Are you looking for simple resources that help you form quick connections with kids? Well, in this episode, I'm going to share with you all the little strategies that I keep in my bag. Hi everybody, PJ here from the Awareness Module, where we are bridging the gaps between life and education. On this channel, we do strategies and tips on how to influence young minds so that they can find success not just in the classroom, but also in their lives. We also do educational tech and game and resource reviews, so if any of that sounds appealing to you, you might want to think about subscribing. Okay, everybody, here we go. I am extremely excited for this one. You know, I don't know too many people who carry this kind of resources with them all the time, but I carry all this stuff with me all the time because I am constantly working with different kids. I'm constantly coming across different scenarios. So for me, it's valuable to have a lot of resources that I can use quickly that allow me to form some positive relationships with the kids that I'm working with, because I was just having this conversation yesterday with a teacher friend talking about how it's really hard to teach how to form positive relationships. You can teach strategies and systems, but the relationship is really the key part of it. And I find that these things help me form quick positive relationships with kids so that I can help them with whatever it is that they need help with and help them be more successful in the long run. So without further ado, let's get into what's in my bag. So I'm going into the middle pocket first because that's the most exciting pocket. So I'm going to start there, all right? So in the middle pocket I have, here we go, I've got a little bit of Crazy Aaron's thinking putty. This is just a really nice, it's kind of like silly putty really. It's this really nice putty. It comes in different colors and it like stretches. Whoa. And if you like do it right, you can like get it to like snap too. It's got this like snapping sensation. Oh yeah. So, and it's kind of hard, right? It's like harder to push. So, it gets a little frustration. It's got a really nice texture to it. So there you go. Crazy Aaron's Silly Putty, something that I use quite frequently. Something else that I have in here. Okay. I know the craze is not, well, it's pretty much done, but however, it's just a nice tool to have, a little fidget spinner. That one's glow in the dark, so I keep a fidget spinner with me. I've also got a fidget cube, cousin to the fidget spinner, the fidget cube, and this has got like toggles and buttons and things like that on it, and it's also got this little smooth area here that you, satisfying. So it's got all these little sort of finger play things on it, so really great. Just to have something in your hand, something you want to fidget with. All those things are really helpful for that. What else do I got in here? Oh, okay. This one's serious. This one works every time. 100% of the time, it works every time. This is a mokuru. I think it's a Japanese toy, if I'm not mistaken, and it's made out of wood, and the wood is slightly curved with two rubber ends on either side. And what makes this cool is it not only creates an interesting rhythmic noise to it, but it's an amazing hand-eye coordination game. I'll show you how it works. So basically what it does is it goes end over end, and you try and catch it and manipulate it like so. Whoa, just like that. And so it's a handy little tool. I make it look easy, but it's not that easy. It's actually kind of difficult to do, and I find a lot of kids get a lot of enjoyment out of that because it's kind of interesting and it takes some skill. So mokuru, a must get. Now, now's a good time to explain to you that I'm going to have all these things on the description below, so feel free to access them there if you're interested in purchasing any of these things. So the mokuru, I think it's a must-have. For me, anyway. What else do I got in here? Okay, I've got a couple of little action figures. Some kids really like action figures, so I've got this cool unicorn, and I've got this cowboy. Did I break his arm? No, the arm just came off. Whew. I thought I broke his arm off. I just have to put it back on. There you go. And I've got this little cowboy here. So some action figures. Now, the quickest way that I find making a connection with a kid is through games. One of my videos, I talk about boundaries, needs, and values. I'll put a link up in the card there or something like that where you can access that. But I talk about how boundaries, needs, and values really dictate human behavior. And I find that games are a fantastic way to touch on boundaries, needs, and values. So games that I keep with me, the go-to game that I'm using right now is Sleeping Queens. I'll have another video in the future explaining how to play this game, but this is a go-to. Sleeping Queens is absolutely fantastic. Mine's pretty tattered right now because I use it so much. Another game that I use, and this one's for some older kids, is Monopoly Deal. The reason it's for older kids is there's just more mechanics and more rules to it, but it's basically like the board game of Monopoly, only way, way, way faster. It only takes about 10 or 15 minutes to play, and it's really, really fun. So there is Monopoly Deal is another game I have. And the third game I have now, the next game I'm gonna show you is suitable for kindergarten kids. Really young kids can play this game. However, I don't use the case that it comes with. I don't know why they made it like this, but the game is zombie dice, and it has this zombie on the front with like his arm ripped off with like blood pouring from. Why? Why did you do that? This game is super simple, and what I usually do is I take the dice out of it and I put the dice in a plastic cup or something like that, just something else, because that's just unnecessary as far as I'm concerned. But it's got these little dice in it, and how the game works is that all the players are zombies, and we're trying to get the dice, which are people, and we're trying to get brains, and whoever gets the most brains wins the game. So the picture's violent. It's not a violent game at all, but it's really, really simple. Like I said, kindergarten kids can totally play that game, just not using that case. And I'm going to highlight this pouch that I have here. A child gave me this that I was working in her program, and she gave me this little First Nations pouch to carry some of my card games in. So it means a lot to me, so I thought I'd highlight it. There's that. Here we go. This is something for maybe some older kids who just like skill, right? Like some kids just like to be challenged and they have some good physical and motor skills. So this, I don't remember what this is called, but this is like a Japanese game. I think this was a craze for a while, but I have it with me. And basically you try and get this ball to fit on top of one of the cups. I'm gonna try one now, see if I can do it on camera because it will make me look cool. All right, here we go. And, oh, that was loud. I almost busted my table. I'm gonna do one more. Here we go. Okay, once more with feeling. Here we go. Oh, that was so close. I gotta go one more. Ready? Here we go. Booyah! That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so here we go. There's that. I don't remember what it's called. I'll maybe put a little something or other on it to show you what it's called later. So there's that. Now, I think that's all I have in this middle pouch. Yep, that's all I got in there. Let's move to the side pouches now. I've got Play-Doh, another little hand manipulator here. I'll put this with the fidgets. I don't have to explain Play-Doh, right? This one's really cool. This I found online, and these are happy pills. No, not drugs. These are little emoji pills. Now, before I give it to kids, I always say, don't eat this. It's not for eating, but it's got these little emoji faces on it on the front, and inside, you open it up and there's a little mini scroll inside. It's even got a little metal ring around the scroll, and you can write whatever message you want in it. So I find that these are a really cool motivator for kids. One of the kids I'm working with right now is working on friendship skills and how to maintain friendships. So I put little notes in here about friendship and how to maintain friends and what good friends do. And it's wrapped in this little cool emoji happy pill. So really nice resource. Super funny and cute and fun. So I like that one for sure. Let's go to the big pouch now because I think we're winding down here. Now let's go to the main pouch. What do I got in the main pouch? In the main pouch, I have, of course, my iPad. The greatest resource of all time if you use it correctly. I make visuals with this. Child's doing, pencil to paper math or language arts, and it's getting really dull. Hey, let's do some language arts or math on the iPad, and I find some great apps, which I'll do some app reviews as you continue watching the show. I'm going to have lots of app reviews, so look out for those. So obviously I have my iPad. For those artistic kids, I've got mandalas. Mandalas are basically like just really cool designs that you can color. So I have a book of mandalas in here. Something else that I have in here, and I don't use this often, but I really like it. Sometimes I come across those kids. For a long time I had sort of boy-oriented resources. So I thought, yeah, you know, sometimes I come across a few kids that are, you know, really girly and artistic. So I've got this book here, and this is like a fashion design book. And basically what it is it's all these fashion stencils, different outfits of stencils, and you can put them on top of there's drawings here, and you can put them on top of things and you can design your own fashion. So really cool book. I've actually done this myself and actually find it kind of enjoyable. So there's the little fashion book that I have in here. I've obviously got my notepad if I need to take notes on any behaviors or things that I am seeing. I take notes on that. And right now I am, expect a video of this coming up, but I'm really interested in these graphic novels. I notice a lot of kids enjoy these graphic novels, and I was like, what's in them? So I'm reading some of these graphic novels right now. This one is Invisible Emmy. Look out for some reviews of my favorite graphic novels and what you can find in them in the future. So there you have it. These are the things that I keep in my bag right now. And literally, I use these resources every single day. I'm using this stuff every day because it's important. It's a great way to get kids back on track, back on your side, moving in the right direction, using their brains in creative ways. These stuff are must-have as far as I'm concerned. So I'm curious to know, what do you have in your backpack? What are the resources that you use to form quick, positive relationships with kids so that you can be a positive influence and guide them towards their success? So once again, I'm PJ from the Awareness Module. Please feel free to like and share, and definitely subscribe if you'd like more videos like this. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm going to see you next time.